Ladies and gentlemen, I have always opined on this platform on many occasions that in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happens for the sake of it. The other day, there was a story on the Star newspaper. In that story, they reported that Raila Odinga was under a lot of pressure to run for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya against William Ruto in 2027. That story was intended to achieve a specific political objectives.
Mambo ya 2027 inakuja, lakini tuko 2025. Hatuwezi kufanya campaign kwa miaka mitano kila mara kwa mara. Tukifanya namna hiyo, nchi haiwezi kuendelea mbele. Mpaka tuwe wakati ambaye kuna amani. Kama uchaguzi imekwisha.
And in my view, it was intended to provoke a discussion, especially amongst Raila Odinga supporters.
I don't have to run as a president. And I want to repeat, I don't have to run as a president in 2027. But if I didn't run, somebody else will run. But I've not said that I'm not going to run. I want you to get me right. Because the media is all the times in the habit of misquoting.
Do you think Raila Odinga will be running for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in 2027? Because clearly, ODM party is making some moves. Very soon, Raila Odinga will begin moving around the country, selling the intergenerational conclaves.
I propose an inclusive intergenerational national conclave to hear our people across all divides and come up with an irreducible reforms and changes necessary to take the country forward. I propose that the country urgently returns to the agenda of comprehensive police reforms, focusing on enhancing accountability, transparency, and improving the police to people relationship.
I do in some, if you take it to some other level, actually you'd find that a conclave is a meeting of witch doctors, a secret meeting of witch doctors. So this national conclave that Raila is calling for, is talk about 40 people per county?
Yes.
What will be the criteria of selecting those 40?
Say 20 will be Gen Z, the rest will share.
How will they be selected? You know, sometimes you call for things that are even themselves very difficult. This is just a tactic again of trying to cool things down. Just like they did, they say William Ruto said he has had them and he's going to reduce the number of advisors. It only happened to the cabinet secretaries, who used to have 2 advisors. Yes, those ones were each of them, because you see, it is easy to deal with those ones, just give an order.
What do you think would be the objectives of Raila Odinga moving around the country selling the intergenerational conclaves? At the end of the day, the move is intended to achieve some political objectives. And I've also been following the political developments within ODM party very closely. And I've noted that ODM party is actually reactivating their networks. The other day, Raila Odinga chaired ODM NEC meeting. Again, they are convening meetings of their delegates at the county level. Let me just read for you one of the letters I've seen. And that letter, let me just read it for you. Let me get it. This letter. This letter is from Senator Godfrey Ososi, who is the deputy party leader of ODM party. Let me just read for you the letter. It says, re-invitation to ODM delegates meeting, 25th July 2025, Kakamega County. On behalf of the party leader, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, I am pleased to invite you to the upcoming ODM delegates meeting scheduled to take place on 25th July in Kakamega Town, Kakamega County. The meeting will bring together branch delegates from 12 branches in Kakamega County and shall be presided over by party leader, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. All governors, senators, MPs, and MCs from the region have been invited to accompany the party leader. Should you require any clarification or further details regarding the meeting, kindly contact the ODM Executive Director Oduro Mwen at your earliest convenience. Which means ODM is making moves. I've also seen ODM reactivating its youth networks. But let us not get into that for now. Why do you think there is this talk of Raila Odinga running for the presidency in 2027? Before I reveal to you guys the hidden secrets behind the move, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think ODM is making those moves with the intention of running for the presidency? Number one, I'm 100% sure that the main objectives of all these moves is to try and protect the ODM strongholds. In short, Raila Odinga is trying to consolidate his support base. Because if those support base will not be consolidated, ODM will be finished.
And by the way, I do admire Raila Odinga and ODM. We may have had problems with Raila Odinga, but give it to him. He crafted a very serious political machine that has been there for 20 years. Again, the quality of leaders that are elected at the ODM is admirable. In fact, I will be going to ODM for benchmarking. I must talk to Raila Odinga. I must ask him, how did you craft this machine? How have you kept it going for 20 years? You know, ODM is admirable. So I have 2 years.
Let us take the case of Kakamega. In Kakamega, there's going to be a by-election in Malava constituency. The late MP was a member of UDA party. ODM would want to win that seat back. How can they win the seat back? By presenting a candidate for that by-election. If they want, then they'll surrender to UDA. But UDA party is not very popular as we speak, especially in the Western Kenya. Which means that Kenya might actually try to snatch that seat from UDA party. And if that Kenya will be able to snatch the seat from UDA party, what's going to happen? It's going to open up the Luhya nation for DAP Kenya. DAP Kenya is associated with the Trans Nzoia governor, George Natembeya. So ODM is trying to just consolidate their bases. And the only way to consolidate the base is to tell them that Baba will be running. Remember, Raila is the only politician who has followers. As much as you will disagree, Raila still has people who believe in him. He tells them, we're going this direction, they will follow. So that's number one. Number two, the idea of Raila Odinga running is actually sending panic to William Ruto and his camps. To William Ruto and his camp. Because for William Ruto to win, he must win the support of Raila Odinga and his supporters. Because the mountain has already left. But Raila might not be running. He's not saying I'm running. So what's going to happen? William Ruto is going to reach out to him. And he'll tell them, now, for us to agree to support you, we must sit on a table and agree on the terms, the offer. Because Raila Odinga currently is in a situation where if he decides to support Ruto, he will support Ruto. If he decides to support the opposition, he can pick a candidate, support that candidate, and that candidate will win. His value is now very high, especially after the impeachment of Raila Odinga. And now saying, I'm running. Ruto, I'm sure, is currently meeting with individuals around Raila Odinga to convince Baba not to run. And Baba is sending messages to them that, this is what we want. Raising stakes. Number 3, Baba is a very shrewd politician. And in this country, if there's one politician who knows how to reinvent, is Raila Odinga. I think probably Raila Odinga has realized that Ruto might not win again. I'm just saying. So what is it trying to do? It's trying to leave options open. I'll be running. So by leaving options open, it means both sides, either Ruto's side or the joint opposition, can reach out to him for a deal.
Raila Odinga brings nothing to the table. The Kambas who are behind him, they have left. The Kisis who are behind him, they have left. The Luyas have left. The Masais have left. The Luo nation is divided in the middle. Even if they are together, we'll beat them 70+1. Okay? If Raila decides to run, Ruto will be number 4 in the election.
And he will weigh which deal is good for me. Because for Raila Odinga, there is that ODM arrangement, then there is his personal arrangement. And remember, Raila, as a member of the dynasty, would also want a situation where his dynasty, like Winnie, Junior, or a member of their family, is safely placed somewhere. Yeah, so I think that's also could be a reason why he wants to run, to leave options open. Number 4 is the political parties' funds. Do you know why Raila Odinga and ODM party are still very strong? ODM is still very strong today because ODM party gets funding from the government, the political parties' funds. You can only get funded through political parties' funds if you meet certain thresholds. The truth is, those thresholds are determined by the presidential votes, determined by the members of parliament you win, governors, and the rest. In case Raila Odinga will not be on the ballot, ODM numbers in parliament is going to reduce by a huge margin. So he must convince his supporters that I want to run. Yeah, they'll be made very busy. Some of us might even stop whatever we are doing to try and campaign for Raila, for Baba again. Yeah? Just to get enough MPs, senators to qualify for the political party's funding so that even in his absence, ODM party will be able to sustain itself. And there is also another important aspect of it. Attracting aspirants. Attracting aspirants is another very important factor for political parties. Because let's say ODM as a political party is unable to attract a gubernatorial candidate in Kilifi or a gubernatorial candidate in Kisii. Do you think that's good for the party, politically speaking? It's not good for the party. And most of these aspirants are attracted when they see the party moving around. On 25th of July, you would expect these members of the party to join Raila Odinga in Kakamega. Some of them will be aspirants. They'll listen to Baba. Baba will explain to them and they'll be told, you go and start campaigning. More aspirants, the better for the party. And lastly, these could also be a strategy to force William Ruto to run for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya on ODM party ticket. Do you think UDA is still existing? Because if you remove Mount Kenya from UDA party, where's UDA? Of course, Mudavadi folded his party to join UDA party. But was it impactful? The truth is, if ODM were to begin the campaigns, then strategically they might force Ruto to run on ODM party ticket, or ODM and Ruto might form an alliance, where now Ruto will be the presidential candidate, then ODM will do what? Produce a running mate. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.